What is going on YouTube? It is FlopFish here, and welcome back to Trade and Block Results, episode number 10. And we have a few trade offers in here on some players as I'm trying to get my mic to stay straight, but whatever. We're going on an angle, so it's a little bit awkward. So we have Ballard and Backus and 2.5k. I'm going to probably say no to that one because Backus is a power forward, right? Yeah, I think player-wise, I'd just rather have this one, although that is about 10k from Ballard or so. 10k from Ballard, and then Backus. The last Voracek sold for, I believe, before this video at about 26k, so he's already heading back up a little bit. Center, power forward, and then St. Louis. Actually, I want to check out Yakupov too, because I haven't actually looked at him in a while. Yeah, it's about, I don't know. If they're not buying now as quickly at 10k, then I'm really not totally interested in them. That being said, he's probably worth around that 10 to 12k range. And something actually just sold. So what sold? Maybe Voracek? Maybe the guy we were actually talking about? Yeah, he actually sold for 35k. There you go. There's our answer. Voracek's definitely the way to go. So we do have enough for a mega pack, actually, which will be nice, even though they've been absolute garbage to me. Alright. Next up, we have two on Backstrom here, 2.75k, and realistically, guys that just go for their quick sell. So that is that's 18k roughly, or 1800, which is 4.5. Not really what I'm looking for. And Varlamov and 1k. I definitely like that trade. Varlamov's a pretty good goalie, and honestly, that kind of builds my team up slightly like my one on Xbox, which is actually pretty cool. Maybe that's what I should try to do. On Yak, we have Bolin and 3.5k. Again, Bolin probably a quick sell, but let's go ahead, and I think we're gonna take that trade. Even at that's 7k. That's 7k at the low mark. If he goes for more, that's a pretty good trade offer. I think I might hold on to Varlamov for a little bit, just because he is a bit of a beast. I've played a couple of games with him, with his regular, so yeah, he's not bad. Alright, so pretty good there. Let's send him to the active roster, actually. So he becomes my starting goalie. And then we want to look up Yak and Franzen. Yak, Franzen, what's the one on Hartnell? Johnson. So Yak, Franzen, Johnson, and again, Bolin's not gonna sell for a ton, so and I'd rather have Yak than Bolin. So if the pucks doesn't cover the price of a Yakupov, then it's gonna be a no deal for me. So let's go NHL. Let's go team, and let's go to Edmonton. No, not Detroit. There we go. Edmonton. And I believe he's a right winger. We'll see. I think he's a right winger, but yeah, 8.5, 10k, 9k. Again, they all seem to be right around that 10 to 5k range. 6.75. Yeah, I'm probably going to keep him. There's one up at 2k, so again, whoever sent that in could probably go and bid on him. But 6.5 seems to be a solid price. I believe that's what he actually sold for, so something else just sold as well. That'd be something for about 15k, and actually Matt Molson sold, so Callahan sold. We have an offer of Ballard and 2.5k on Mark Sol. This is probably actually... As funny as this is to say, over Mark Sol's value right now, but I know what Mark Sol can actually go for if he's priced properly and it's not in a promo period, so I'm going to let that one wind down. I know for a fact we're rejecting the Yakupov trade, because Bolin, again, as much as he's a higher overall, Yakupov plays really well in this game, so, and he's one of those players that plays better than what his overall says. No, wrong way. We have a trade in on Lucic as well now. I think we're going to have to go with our gut on some of these. Lucic, we have Backus. Yeah, that's pretty low. Even though, again, they're both 87s, Lucic is a better name on a better team, and frankly plays a lot better than what Backus does. NHL, and is actually, we actually did need to go to Detroit. Would you fancy that? Detroit, and I believe he's a left wing and a power forward. Should be only Franzen's up. Oh, maybe he's a right wing. And then power forward. I believe it'll be around the 10K range or so. 5K. Here, let's see. 8K. Yeah. If there's one up for an 8K, buy it now. And 11 to 12K is probably his actual price. I sold him in a high point for more. But 20K, I feel comfortable in hanging on to Eriksson. Hopefully his price rises up. If not, then I'll just use Eriksson because he's actually a pretty good player in this. Hartnell, Eric Johnson, and 1.5K. I believe that is a decent trade. Hartnell goes for like 5K or so, and Johnson probably goes for that himself. We'll double check though, as we do want to be sure. So defensive defenseman, and EJ 3K with no bids. Again, 5K. You know what? I don't feel too bad in taking that trade. Someone could get a good deal on him, but at the same time, there's a lot at 5K actually that aren't selling, which means he needs to be about 3K. I think I could get 3K. He needs to be about 4K. Can I get 4K for him? This is a tough one. I really have no use for either player. You know what? I'm going to hang on to Hartnell and just wait a few days, wait for the market to go back up, and go from there. Again, that's a lot of the stuff that factors into this. It's just the fact it's a promo period right now. If it's a trade that A, contains a player I like, I'm much more likely to take it. B, if it contains a player that I know sells well regardless of what period it is in, then I'll know how to take it. But let's go ahead and let's look at actually some last price solds here before we switch over to Xbox. Wow, that's pretty low for the last Henrik Sedin. There's actually an offer on him of 60K in Hockey Fights Cancer, Van Riemsdyk, but he'll rebound. All these guys will rebound. The last Hartnell went for 2.5K. Heatley 4K. Lucic is actually climbing back up. Eriksson, not bad. And then Markstall is actually climbing back up. So again, a lot of these guys are climbing back up, and give or take a few days until they're back to what they normally are. But I believe that's going to be it. I might come back to open up a couple mega packs. Might record them, might not. Who knows what I'll do. But we actually don't need Pero, so we'll just quick sell him. Alright, I'm going to switch over to Xbox, and I will see you guys there. Alright, I am back on the Xbox side of things, and we have some trade offers in, which is pretty cool. We do have one on Tobias Enstrom. Let's see what it's going to be. Stastny, Grabner, and MacArthur. Yeah, I'm definitely going to say that right now. My Grabner I got 2.75K for. Stastny, 2.75K. This is actually going to be under the quick sell. So I'm going to reject that for that reason. Again, just kind of little stuff like that. Yeah, that's a troll trade for sure, but maybe not. Maybe not. It could be a feeler trade. Again, I know a lot of people do them. And let's actually list this up. Well, we have the opportunity to. Nice 9.5. There we go. Maybe someone will buy that from us. And we got this nice Columbus one as well that we just might hold on to for a little bit. Let's see if that was a feeler trade or not. But again, a lot of my pricing on Star of the Weeks especially is a little bit high because I don't feel like selling a lot of them. But at the same time, if the offer is right, I definitely will. So here's Enstrom again. Giordano, Stastny. Again, I have the Star of the Week Giordano, so if I get a trade offer in on him that I'll take, I might take this one. But again, just looking at the pure overall stats and the quick sells of them, I mean, we'll go look at Grabner and Stastny, but I'm pretty sure I'm better off taking the Enstrom quick sell than those. So we'll look him up though. Regardless, so the main pieces were, I believe they were Calgary. I believe he's lefty, and he is an OD. Alright, yeah. Yikes. Well, that's cheap. Holy cow. I wish I could have bid on that one. Seeing him at 2K isn't really appetizing. So then we had a right wing on the Islanders. Actually, we had center on the Avalanche here. Center and playmaker. Again, I am kind of a little bit new to the Xbox market. I've got most of it down, but again, 2.1K not selling. We're looking at 2.1 and 2K, which is 4K. And then Grabner. Even if Grabner's 3K, that means that it's 700 pucks, or if I go and sell them at 7K worth of players. But when you sell that, it works out pretty close to Enstrom's actual quick sell value. So again, a little bit hesitant in that trade. Yes, it gives me a deep lineup. Yeah, so he's only 2K now. He keeps on dropping and dropping. Wow. Then there's Tavares. So 3K again. You know, nothing to really jump at on that trade offer for sure. And as much as I like Grabner, as much as I like actually all of those players in the game, I think I'm definitely better off with just keeping Enstrom. Again, Giordano, 2K. I saw one sell for 750 pucks, which is not a very pleasant thing to see. Even if you go high values on these, like the buy it nows we saw, you go 2K for each. That's 6K. That's lower than his quick sell. So I'm going to reject it out of that premise. Now, could that bite me in the butt a few weeks from now? Who knows? Maybe they could rise up in price overnight and be worth about 3 to 5K each, and boom, I'm out the extra pucks. But at the same time, Enstrom's value should rise over the course of a year. And did my controller just die? That was kind of random. It just kind of decided to shut off there. Okay, buddy, are you okay? Are you drunk? Do you need to take a rest? Maybe not. Maybe my batteries are low in it. Let's see. Yeah, there's no real other trade offers coming in here. So let's see here. I guess I can kind of showcase my team while I'm waiting. And maybe pick up actually the missing piece. I believe it's a right wing NHL and then power forward. I'm trying to pick up either Salberg or someone around the 1K range. That's a power forward on the right side. I'd like to get Horden actually. Maybe I might save up for Horden. That might be a good fit. But I'm actually trying to pick up a Salberg. So as much as I'd want to buy him for 1K, it might freeze up, which is kind of sucky, but whatever. And I'll just have to look at players and kind of find out their overall values and stuff like that, and go from there and assess it, who I want on my team. But overall, I guess I can kind of show you guys without having some of these guys in here. Again, trade offer includes Derek Roy, so there's an extra 1K. Again, seeing their quick sells and their sale value right now, we'll go with what their peak value is in a regular non-promo week. So we'll go with probably Stastny's like 3.5K. Giordano's probably 2K. That's 5.5K. Grabner's 2.5 to 3K, maybe even more. So that's 7.5K, and then Derek Roy's probably 1K. That's about 8.5K, but in a non-promo period, Enstrom's value will also be around that 8.5K range, and I like his stats. I want to use him, and I think I'm going to reject it for that reason. Again, 4-for-1 trades just really, especially when the value is like just there, like barely there, or slightly under, I'm not going to take them, because especially when you're trying to trade up, you can only submit in 4 players, and right now I could submit in him, Grabowski, Varlamov, and Giordano, for example. There you've got let's see, that's 12, that's 13 and another, say 12, that's 25K in a trade value just off quick sells from them. Whereas that one trade, I would only be able to submit like one of those players and three of these guys, which brings the trade value down about 5K or so, which kind of sucks. I wish you could send in more than 4 players, but at the same time, then you'd be getting in these like 20 player trades for a player worth about 15K, which would just be an absolute pain to do. So there's pros and cons to the system they have set up, but I think that is about all she wrote on this. Yeah, so last one sold for 7.5, last Grabowski 6.5. Not bad. I mean, I'm fine with taking those prices actually on them. So Varlamov's not gonna sell. You know what? I'm gonna do my team unveil for Xbox in a separate video. Make it a little bit more suspenseful for you guys. Let's see here. I actually got the Rabata for the exact price he goes for, which is 5.8. No, I actually got him for under what he goes for. I got him for 5.85k, and he'll quick sell for the 6.50. A changed team, by the way, can heavily influence value on a player, like their quick sell, especially on a star of the week. They bring up the value of a player, of a regular player, like 300 pucks, but if you put them at a star of the week, it increases it by like 350. So if you have one that you're not going to use in your from a free pack or something, throw it on your players, just like those consumables. If you find a player like a wash player, for example, a player whose quick sell is the same as what you're buying them for, especially start of the weeks, it'll heavily increase their sale value, and it's honestly pretty good to use. I think that's going to be about it. So anyways, guys, that's the end of the trade day. Unfortunately, no trades on Xbox, but I'm going to grind it out and hopefully get a few new players in for the next time, and hopefully we can make some more trades on Xbox as well as PlayStation. Anyways, as always, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Take it easy, and peace out, and I should have a trading block up tomorrow as well. See ya.